You're probably sitting there wondering if you should just keep using the old swing arm hitch you've had for years, or finally bite the bullet and upgrade to a weight distribution system that actually promises a smoother ride and less sway. It's a legit worry. Spending a few $100s on the wrong hitch can mean a rough trip, a busted trailer tongue, or worse, a safety issue you didn't anticipate. I get that hesitation, especially when you've got a budget and a schedule that can't afford a misstep. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So let's break down the B&W Trailer Hitches Continuum Weight Distribution Hitch and see if it really lives up to the hype for people who tow a mid-size cargo trailer or a small travel trailer on a regular 2.5-inch receiver. First off, the biggest claim here is one system fits all. In practice, that means the same unit can handle a variety of tongue weights and payloads, from a light utility trailer to a heavier travel setup, as long as you stay within the manufacturer's rated limits. That flexibility is what makes the Continuum appealing to folks who don't want to own multiple hitches for different jobs. If you're the type who only tows a small, single-axle trailer for a few weekend trips, you might wonder whether a weight distribution hitch is even necessary. In my experience, the biggest difference you'll notice is the reduction in sway when you hit a crosswind or make a sudden lane change. The Continuum comes with built-in sway control that works automatically. You don't have to attach extra sway control bars or adjust tension after each load. For a weekend camper who's often on windy highways, that quiet ride claim isn't just marketing fluff. It translates to the trailer staying more stable without you having to constantly fight the steering wheel. Now, if you're hauling a heavier, dual-axle travel trailer that pushes the limits of a regular hitch, the Continuum's weight distribution capability becomes a real safety net. By spreading the tongue weight across the rear axle of the tow vehicle, it lessens the rear end sag and helps maintain steering control. I've seen owners report that after installing a system like this, the vehicle feels more balanced, braking distances are consistent, and the overall driving experience feels more like you're pulling a single unit rather than a clunky trailer behind you. Installation is another practical point that often trips up new buyers. The product advertises a quick install, and the reality is that you can bolt it onto a standard 2.5-inch receiver in about an hour with basic hand tools. There's no need for a professional mechanic unless you're uncomfortable working under the vehicle. The included instructions are straightforward, and the on-a-system-fits-all design means you won't have to swap out components when you change trailers. That convenience is a genuine time saver, especially for DIY-oriented owners who prefer to keep the whole process in their own hands. On the flip side, there are a couple of trade-offs you should be aware of before you click Add to Cart. Because the Continuum is designed to be a universal solution, it does carry a bit more weight than a simple swing arm hitch. That extra mass sits on your receiver and can slightly reduce fuel efficiency. Nothing dramatic, but if you're already tight on mileage, it's a factor to consider. Also, while the sway control feature is passive and generally reliable, it doesn't replace the need for good loading practices. Overloading the trailer or distributing weight unevenly will still cause handling issues, so the system isn't a magic fix for a badly packed load. Another subtle point is the quiet ride promise. In real-world driving, the reduction in noise comes from the hitch's ability to dampen the vibrations that usually travel from the trailer into the tow vehicle. For most users, that means less rattling in the cab and a more comfortable experience on long highway stretches. However, on very rough, uneven terrain, you'll still feel the bumps. No hitch can fully isolate a vehicle from the road surface. The Continuum merely softens the impact rather than eliminating it. Who should definitely consider this hitch? If you're a family that vacations with a travel trailer, a small business that regularly hauls a cargo trailer for deliveries, or an outdoor enthusiast who frequently tows a boat or camper, the Continuum offers a blend of stability and convenience that can make those trips feel safer and less stressful. It's also a solid upgrade for anyone who's been using a basic hitch and has started to notice the trailer sway on windy days or the rear end dip under heavier loads. The fact that it fits the standard 2.5-inch receiver means you won't have to modify your tow vehicle, keeping the installation clean and reversible. Conversely, if your towing needs are minimal, think a lightweight bike rack or a small utility trailer, you only move a few times a year. The additional cost and weight of a weight distribution system might not be justified. In those cases, a simple, sturdy swing arm hitch will do the job just fine. And